Hello, lords and ladies. Welcome back to Cartoon Hangout, your place for all things cartoon. When a show advertises itself as Family Guy for women, that statement carries an equal amount of weight and baggage. What exactly does Family Guy but for women look like? Heck, I wasn't even aware Family Guy was only for men. I mean, sure, the name has guy in it, but the show focuses fairly equally on the rest of the cast, not just Peter. The baggage that comes from such a comparison is that if you fail, you look all the more ridiculous. Imagine if someone filmed a movie and called it Game of Thrones meets Frozen. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't, then you get laughed at. So where does Mother Up stand? What is Mother Up? Well, according to Wikipedia, the show chronicles the misguided attempts at parenthood of a disgraced music executive who transitioned from the big city to suburbia. After she resigns from her job and her husband leaves her, Rudi Wilson becomes a single mother raising her two children, Apple and Dick, and must learn mothering duties. Now, that doesn't sound too awful a plot, does it? It's rife with storytelling and comedy potential. I've only watched the first episode, but I was rather surprised. Surprised because I fully expected to be cringing and rolling my eyes throughout the entire thing. Instead, after getting past an incredibly rough opening, I warmed up to it a little. Initially, my thoughts were that the main character is far too unlikable to root for. She's an awful mother, she's very crude, and Ava Longoria's voice just kills me. But slowly the pieces come together and it somehow works for what the series is trying to be. Whether this is like Family Guy and none of the progress continues into subsequent episodes is too early for me to tell. As for the comparisons to Family Guy, besides just being an adult comedy, I don't really see it. The comedy in the pilot isn't as wacky as in Family Guy, the characters are less cartoony, if that makes sense, and there are certainly no cutaways. It's just your standard adult comedy, that for some reason looks more like the Archie comics. The dynamic between the mother and her kids, Dick and Apple, is what probably sold me, especially after she tries to calm Apple down about swimming in a pool by telling her a more terrifying pool story to expected results. Rudi doesn't know how to be a mother, and that seems like where most of the humor will come from. That and her trying to climb the suburban mother social ladder. It's not laugh out loud funny like you might get out of the better Family Guy episodes, but it may get you to crack a smile or chuckle softly. Now, I don't know if the show gets worse or becomes an underrated gem canceled long before its time. I don't have plans to review it weekly like I may have done in the past, but if there's enough interest, I wouldn't say no to watching the remaining episodes at some point in the future and doing a final review. If you're interested in watching this pilot, you can probably find it on any number of websites that host cartoons. It may even still be up on Hulu. So yeah, I'd at least recommend checking out the pilot to see if you want to watch more. And thanks for watching my review. This is coming out on a Sunday, but generally one-off reviews like this will be on Saturday from now on. And if you're interested in more content like this, consider subscribing to my channel. Oh, and if you'd be so kind, also consider checking out my Patreon where you can support more content like this, especially as YouTube cracks down on non-advertiser friendly videos. Again, thanks for watching, and take care.